Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatleyTV, and we're live for another Back Pages stream. It's another transfer news stream. Probably news from about a few days ago, but we're gonna do it today. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I didn't do it today. Yesterday because I'm not well. If people new to the channel, I've seen 4 people have just over to last 2 days. Become members, so big ups to them, whoever they are. Thank you for joining. Like I said, and as you can tell by the new trailer, we do live streams, we do Arsenal content, F1 content, liver awareness content, general awareness content, talk about big issues as well, like social injustice, all that stuff. We have those debates all the time, and we raise money for charity all while doing it. So if you could donate by becoming a member for as little as $1.99, doing all that, please do. Great perks as well. The higher the perk level, the better the perks will be as well. And I still see another new member, Dan Indar, right? Is now a new member, a Featley fighter. Big ups to you, Dan. Right, it's absolutely a pleasure to have you on board. Thank you very, very, very much. And you could do the same. I think he's now a Featley fighter. Something I haven't been doing recently, which is shouting out them. So I do tell myself off for that, because I always forget it. So I'm gonna do it right now. So that's Dan, who's just joined today. Mr. K, who joined a day ago. King Sahi, who we joined 4 months ago. James. Bargav, James, who's 5 months ago, and then the rest were Bargav, King Tony, and Yank Talking Smack, all signed up as members. The Featley Warrior ones, level 2 or higher, are Yank Talking Smack, Bargav, King Say. Those are the only ones. All the rest are Featley fighters for the moment. So big ups to them. So we got, I'm speaking of a member, we got Saeed, my resident Gooner. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, mate?
I'm not too bad. See, look, he's part of the channel. He comes on time, you see.
Yeah, exactly.
So big up Adam Talks F1, big up Joanne, big up Stephen. Will be on share. What happened to the stream yesterday, mate? Was it? Yeah, it was supposed to be. Yeah, it was supposed to be scheduled, but I wasn't feeling well. So I get that sometimes I'll be able to shout out like in my community post that I'm not feeling well, and it'll be put back. But then there's some days where I'm totally not well, and I'm not been able to get near it at all. So I have those days. I have one day I'm really, really good, and I'm doing streams till 10 o'clock in the evening, and then I've got streams. Then I'll have days where I'm just absolutely knackered, and I did do a lot of streaming the day before. We did the watch along, we did the player ratings, then we did about 2-3 hours of fan cams, or 2 hours of fan cams, something like that. So yeah, that's all been done and taken care of. So I do apologise, but whenever I can, I will when I'm gonna cancel something, I'll try and do my best to let you guys know. But yeah, we've got more transfer news, more transfer updates. I was kind of listening to sort of AFTV Space last night. It was something really alarming. It's like people are not really alarmed about the midfielder crisis too much. No one's really called it out. Why haven't you called out this midfielder crisis we've got? Right, this is all cool, and we're going to talk about this later on at 7 PM, because I know why they didn't call it out. Because they're all Arteta lovers, and they know Arteta sold Adrian Maitland-Niles.
Yeah.
Instead of keeping him until they bought a replacement in. That's why. Because trust me, if they let me speak last night, I would have fucking said it. I wouldn't care who was in the chat. Like, I'll just say as it is. It's like, how is it you sell a player with no replacement? And I don't care if he says he goes or he doesn't want to stay. Right? You keep him until you find a replacement. That's what a smart club does. But yeah. Say, what's your take on that?
Yeah, I agree to 100%. I mean, we know that the reason why he wanted to go is because he wasn't playing. So obviously, if you tell him stay an extra couple of weeks and you get some game time, I'm 100% sure that he's staying.
Yeah, just explain the situation to him. So until we can get a midfielder in, which we're getting in this January, we can't let you go because otherwise Patino's going to have to play and he's not ready yet.
Exactly.
I'm sure as a young player himself, he would understand that.
Yeah, and he's under contract, so.
Yeah, and he's under contract because we could quite easily just go. You can say what you like, mate. We ain't letting you go.
Yeah.
Until we get a replacement, and you ain't going anywhere.
Exactly, and you'll be starting, so
Well,
it's
there
a
you go.
win-win for all parties.
Yeah,
Really.
so I don't hear this bullshit that like, oh well, because he wanted to leave, we had to sell him. No, grow some balls, be a big club, and say, I don't care what your interests are. The club comes first.
100%.
So otherwise you're bowing down to what Maitland-Niles wants, and you're making it look like the club's smaller than Maitland-Niles.
Yeah, exactly.
But there you go.
Exactly.
I'm going to bring you first about, obviously, as this is an Arsenal channel, we'll go through the Arsenal news. The Vlahovic deal has sort of taken a bit of a hit, really. Vlahovic, apparently they're asking for around about, we've offered apparently 45 million in Terrera was the last update. That was the update I was going to come out with.
Yeah.
Apparently now they're asking for 150 million.
Now the 150 million is including agent fee and his salary for 5 years.
Yeah. That's a total. And Arsenal apparently are planning a move to try and do that.
Yeah.
Are they mad?
I think.
They don't even know if this is going to work.
If they do that, they're going to destroy all the good work they've done to get rid of all the high wages of Mustafi and Ozil and Socrates and all of these players. So if
we're going to get someone like that, we might as well go all out and get Haaland.
Yeah, and if you imagine,
you know what I mean?
If you are Saka, and you'd be like, but I've done more than him.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've been here for 3-4 years. Yeah. I've been here for 3-4 years. I've come from Hale End. Why am I not getting 200 grand a week?
Yeah, exactly. And I play for England. I play in the Euros, so now I want the same salary.
Yeah, we won't mention a penalty, will we?
Yeah, but still, he's an England international. That's the thing. And he played in the Euros and he did perform, and he's continued to perform this season. So he's gonna be like, I want that kind of money. And then Martinelli's going to be like, I also want that. And then Smith Rowe and then Odegaard. And then we're going to be in the same situation where we are overpaying players again. So it makes no sense to pay him that amount of money for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I also got big up KR Armin TV, I believe it is. So they do compilations of watch-alongs. So obviously Arsenal's defeat against Nottingham Forest is definitely going to be one. They used the clip from my stream, and I'm like, that's great. Like, thanks a lot. It really does help the channel, the charity, like in its awareness. Like, but you should have clipped my friggin' F1 one, mate, because I was the maddest of the lot. Like. Compared to what you put in your compilation, I topped the Richter scale. Like, I was off the Richter scale. Like, mate, like my head had blown off all the way to Mars. Like, we're not bringing that up again.
Yeah, Steven goes bananas sometimes.
Yeah, just don't tell the doctors that, and then we give me back my license.
That's actually true.
They're like, you're gonna give this now a license? Jesus Christ!
You know what the good thing is as well. Now I can hold you for ransom if you don't give me my PS5.
Fuck off! You don't even know what my doctors are, you dumbass. I'm in the middle. You don't know where is Ipswich or Norwich.
I can find out very easily.
And technically, I have both.
Oh yeah, thanks.
That's the thing. I've got hospital numbers for both. I couldn't choose which one I wanted.
Ah, too greedy.
Sorry, Bob. I had to go back to Bluetooth here. Yeah. Like, Bluetooth headphones don't work. We all know about Bluetooth headphones and StreamYard. Don't you worry about that. So just get just get it whenever you can, mate. It's all good. Yeah. How is it? Hang on a minute. Like, hang on. I've got to show you Twitter. Like, I can't believe this. I've raised over £1,600 and CLDF is only choosing today to follow me back.
What?
Children's Liver Disease Foundation have only just followed me back today on Twitter.
And that's a disgrace.
After I raised £1,600 for them.
They should give you a shout out though.
Oh no, they did. They sent a certificate or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean that don't really bother me. I don't live my life on Twitter. But like, Jesus Christ, you're a bit late to the party, guys.
Maybe they support Tottenham. Maybe that's why.
Oh no! It's a very it's a very well represented charity. Do you mind? They've got dignity.
I'm just joking. But yeah, that's crazy though that they just started following you now.
Yeah, don't worry about it. But anyway, like, if you want to follow them, the links are all in the description below. Right. So plus find out loads of more information as usual. Yeah, back to the transfer news.
Yeah.
So Arsenal are preparing to buy a midfielder, according to Romano.
Yeah.
On his YouTube channel as well as his Twitter.
Yeah.
So it looks more like Guanamale. I can't even spell it. I can't even say his name. Guanamares. Where is that Brazilian? Bruno Guimaraes. Is that
Just
it?
call him Bruno. Yeah.
I'm just gonna call him Bruno. Like the Arsenal Bruno. That's what I'm gonna call him.
Yeah.
Like, he's better than the Man United version.
Yeah.
Oh, did I say that?
Well, he doesn't seem to score any goals now that he doesn't have the penalty.
You do know if we buy him, that's going to be the new comparison, isn't it? Is he better than Man United's Bruno, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know it's coming.
Yeah.
Right, stuff your Bruno, he's brilliant. He's only just played 2 games. Philip Coutinho has obviously signed his medical and gone to Aston Villa, which is another talking point. That's a surprise to me. I can't believe that, like, he's gone to Villa. That's a big surprise to me. Obviously, say it's on the phone trying to get a better deal. He'll kill me later. Don't worry about it. But yeah, yeah. As I was saying. Those are some of the talking points we'll be talking about today. I will put the link in the chat and you can all come on whenever you'll say it at some point. I was just saying you're on the phone getting a better deal.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Got 2 PS5 instead.
Oh, Ryan Shawcross announced his retirement. Oh, what a shame. Right, can Ramsey break his leg before he goes?
Where is he heading?
To be fair, he was a bit apologetic. It's actually the Stoke fans that are wankers.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, sorry, I don't care if any Stoke fans come after me. You're a bunch of rivals.
Yeah, and I never understand why they were so angry at him.
Because apparently he didn't accept Shawcross's apology when he went to the hospital. Yeah. Well, if he nearly ended your career, I would have apologised, and I'm usually a very forgiving person.
And he was like 19 then.
Yeah, he's like 19 years old. He's nearly just had his career ended. What do you think he's going to do?
And let's be honest, he was never the same player anymore after the injury.
No, it took him ages to get back to the way he was, right? And to be honest. because he was such a promising talent.
Yeah, it was, and that's when all his issues started as well that he didn't have before.
Yeah.
So I understand.
Yeah, absolutely. But Aston Villa making some really moves already in the transfer market already. Steven Gerrard's not holding back.
Yeah,
as you can say, he's got the Coutinho in. They're interested in Bazuma. That's another talking point. Right.
So
they're going for that Bazuma target.
Bazuma. If they get him, I'm gonna be so pissed. Still don't understand why we didn't buy him.
Don't lose faith. I never did. I never had faith. I never had faith. What are you on about? The faith went out the window.
He should change his name from Drake Slicer to Arteta the Lover.
No. Drip Slicer, because he loves Arteta's drip.
Oh, yeah.
He has already said he's the best looking Spaniard, because that's a perfect good reason to keep him, innit? I never knew it was a fashion contest.
Me neither. And to be fair, I'm not that interesting to men anyway, so...
We'll be back on track on Sunday. Not if Conte has anything to say about it.
We better be. Otherwise...
If you may not notice, you've got to play on Thursday. You do know that. Does that mean you're going to lose on Thursday?
Because the thing is this as well, is that...
Yeah.
You will see a lot of people start turning on him if we lose to Liverpool and Tottenham.
Oh, mate. Fair play to it, because Conte will shithouse his way. I can see it being a shithouse we 1-0 by Tottenham. He'll shithouse his way to it. I'm not even joking. That is on Antonio Conte for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
King Tony, how are you, man?
Yeah, I'm cool, man. Cool. Big up, lads. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Big up, you too. Can you hear me all right? Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah, I'm having problems with the bloody earphones, Bluetooth and that crap.
Yeah, mate, that Bluetooth StreamYard.
I tried to get on before. I was having problems.
Mate, it's like me and Arteta. They don't mix.
Yeah, you too. Anyway, I hope you're better today, Stephen. Anyway.
I'm alright, man. I'm good.
So Arteta and Arsenal shouldn't mix, really, should it? Really, to be honest.
No, but unfortunately it does. But there
he's not the fit for Arsenal, is he? Well, he never has been, let's be honest. So.
Well, he's never been the fit for any top club because he's not experienced. He's got the same experience level as me. And I've got enkelopathy.
So when you talk about Vlahovic,
look at Dictator Steven trying to get that Arsenal job.
I know, exactly.
Shut up, you.
He's on the YTS at Arsenal.
I'll make him my assistant if you're not careful.
Well, it is, isn't it? YTS.
You're staying here, Steven.
Anyway, what do you make about the Vlahovic rumours? Because obviously the Vlahovic rumours is the Vlahovic rumours is that we offered a certain amount for it. Now apparently including all of the wage fees, the sign-on fees, everything everything, it's going to come to around about 150 million euros, something like that. Do you really think Arsenal are going to do that? Take a gamble on that?
Sorry, mate, I was going to swear there, but I better not. Anyway, but that ain't happening. That ain't happening. No. They ain't going to pay that much, are they? No way.
I think it's just PR.
And he don't want to come there, and he don't want to come to Arsenal.
He doesn't want to come to Arsenal. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. He doesn't want to come to Arsenal.
Yeah, but I kind of rate that though, because he must look at it as if he's one of the hottest prospect out there. Why should he go to Arsenal now and risk not playing in the Champions League?
But then again, but we're supposed to have a really positive young squad that's on a process. Oh wait, I forgot Drake Slicer. Did you see what I called my title on my fan cam? Youth Project banged us out of the FA Cup.
Yes. That's actually fun.
Well, it did. I think Arsenal banged themselves out of it for not playing well.
Hear this crap. We had our young squad out. Well, you choose the young squad at the start of the season, didn't you? Right? You all said it's a youth project. Ding ding. I win.
Yeah, you don't blame Coutinho either. Don't blame Coutinho. It's not his fault either.
Oh, they've already jumped on him.
He shouldn't have been playing.
Already jumped on him. Yeah, they already jumped on him. They blamed it all on him, not on Arteta. Because that's what that's what this lot are about. This lot can't seem to realise. The Arteta lot can't seem to realise. Right? You can be Arteta in, but you can criticise. Right?
Yeah.
You can still criticise. Right? It's not a crime. I can sit here. Right? And when he plays well, and if he beats the hell out of Tottenham 3-1, I'm going to sit here and praise him.
100%.
Right? I'm going to criticise where they scored a goal, but I'm going to praise him for getting the win, because that's a realistic opinion. If you're going to sit there and constantly defend every single action, right, and throw a kid under the bus because of it, mate, don't come near my football club, because I want that talent to grow with the Arsenal fan base and become a proper talent. He's not going to become a proper talent with support like that, because you love a manager.
He's destroying it. He's destroying it already. That's what he's doing.
Well, that was a great intro for him, wasn't it? That was why. Because, and I'll go back to what I just said earlier. Because he sold Ainsley Maitland-Niles, and we're now sitting running around trying to get a centre midfield for the Tottenham game, otherwise, or even for the Liverpool game. Otherwise, we're playing Coutinho against Liverpool and Tottenham. Unless he plays the Congo on his own, which he can't do.
I can't believe it's got that bad that they want Xhaka back. He wants Xhaka back.
Well,
in that game.
Well,
you need Xhaka
we've got no
back.
choice.
Why?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's a shame because Maitland-Niles and the Congo actually worked in their game. The one game they played. It's bullshit.
I never thought I would be desperate for Xhaka to be playing for us.
I thought he would be.
But the clue because there's no one left.
Yeah, I know.
The casualties, isn't it? Walking wounded or COVID or whatever. So,
yeah.
I mean,
honestly,
he shouldn't have sold Maitland-Niles because he was needed in that game. Why? You know? Why put him off on loan?
It would have worked with a Congo easily.
Yeah. Mad.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything towards Brentford end in terms of transfers?
We've still got this link with Wijnaldum, but the latest is apparently we made an inquiry about him, but they're saying it's going to be too much the wages to pay, so it's going to be too high.
Yeah,
so
I think the only way you're going to
pay it.
Yeah, the only club that's going to really pay those sort of wages is a big club. So, and it'd be very hard to tempt him out of PSG to Brentford. I have to admit that.
Arsenal, you could probably get him, I would say, but will you go for him? That's the thing.
I would take him. I would have taken him. I would have had him ready for the Nottingham Forest.
The way we're going, I'd take myself.
all three of us could play midfield, mate. You know, we'd do a better job. You know.
I'm walking wounded, but I'm always walking wounded, but I'll take myself easily.
They were playing at the same pace as Granit Xhaka, so.
No, I'm not that slow. I'm not that slow. I don't turn like Titanic, thank you. One thing's for certain, I don't turn like Titanic, I don't eat icebergs.
Fair play.
Well, Dad's quicker than him, and he's 78.
But then again, I would like to go out with Kate Winslet, but there you go. Hey, everyone loves to dream.
Fair play, Stevens. So you dumped Ariana Grande then, I assume.
I didn't say that.
You're moving like Emery, cheating on your girl.
Dick Emery,
Mate, at least Emery's won trophies.
He'd say to Arteta, "Oh, you are awful."
Oh, yeah, mate. Yes,
Oh
I
my
mean,
god.
what do you make about this Coutinho to Aston Villa, Tony? What do you make of that?
Who's it? Oh, Coutinho. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Coutinho,
Well, he
Philip
was
Coutinho.
linked with us for a while, wasn't he? He was linked with us. So,
Yeah.
looks like Villa are probably going to get him. So, I do still rate him. He ain't a bad player. He's had Premiership experience, as well. So,
Not gonna get him. They've got him.
oh, they actually got him. Right.
Yeah, got him on loan.
Right. Well, I think that's a good deal, I mean,
it is.
Yeah.
how long is he on? How long is he going to be there for? Though, just a year?
I think it will be a 6-month loan.
Yeah, I think it's a
Maybe
6
wrong.
month
If
with
someone
an
says I'm
option
wrong,
to
please
buy
do
in
so.
the summer.
Yeah,
They
so it's a
can buy
6-month
him.
loan.
Yeah, well, it's a good short-term thing, and then if he does well, they can sign him up, can't they? So,
Yeah.
I think it's a pretty good move myself.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
why haven't we done
speaking
that?
of Villa again, Aston Villa are set to beat Chelsea, Newcastle, and West Ham to sign the Everton left back, Digne.
Dinho,
Oh,
yeah.
he's a
Yeah, I
good
rate
left
him
back.
as well.
Jesus Christ, they are moving like they're moving.
I actually wanted him at Arsenal at one point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wouldn't take him
Yeah,
now.
No, we
Could
don't
take
need him.
any of it. What about Aaron's? Another one. That one could have had him.
Yeah.
Aaron's
Yeah,
there.
the problem is every time Aaron comes to the Premier League, he doesn't light it up. He
Oh,
doesn't.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He's
That's-
all right in the
that's the
Championship, but that's why all the big clubs have detached themselves from him because they've seen how good he was in the Championship, Premier League.
Yeah, it's a step up. Yeah, can't quite do it at a higher level.
I've hardly heard his name all season. Then again, I've hardly heard of Norwich all season. But there you go. Feels like you're playing 19 teams.
Yeah, exactly.
No offense, Lewis. By the way, mate. Like, sorry. So I just got to apologise to my mate. He's a Norwich fan.
All right.
He doesn't pay
Yeah,
attention.
someone has to, I suppose. There is one out there.
I want to see about Klopp's let me see Klopp's Liverpool COVID cases right now.
Yeah, it's been a lot of speculation.
Well, it didn't hamper him the other day,
Apparently
did it?
there's been an investigation over it.
Yeah, but you're
Oh
never
no, they
going
will
to be
not be
able to
investigated,
prove.
but they're not being investigated.
But you can't prove it, even if. What you think the player's going to say? Yeah, we cheated. Who's going? How can you prove that they cheated? You can do as much investigation.
Well, depends how many cases.
I'll show the test.
Depends how many tests. How many tests? Depends how many
positive?
positive tests that came in.
But the problem is this: if I take a test and it shows that it's positive, and then I take another test and it shows that I don't have COVID, how can you prove that I cheated? Because they've already. I think you prove that I cheated. Idiot.
Oh, God, man.
Mate, I've put a trailer out
It's
saying
not that bad.
loads
It
of
go
funny
across
comments,
over
right?
the screen, mate.
Mate, I've put a trailer out. Look, basically, most of us laughing all the time, so we gotta keep it up. Like, otherwise, we look like we're not being serious.
Well, we need to laugh, don't we? With what's going on? Come on.
To be fair, the last part of that trailer, I was tempted to stop the music and just put a little clip saying of me, literally me saying, I tried to be professional, but it just doesn't fucking happen, and it just doesn't. but I thought I'd keep it clean and just. Did you see how it kept it clean? Because I just muted the whole lot and just played music, like.
Yeah, best way, mate. Best way. Get out of it.
Yeah, definitely, man. But like, I think that's the Villa. To be honest, like that's the Villa. I'm trying to. They're not settling to just be in the Premier League, are they? They really are trying to make sure they can get as high up the league as they can and probably push for Europe. And then these sort of signings, you don't do these sort of signings unless you want to try and challenge for Europe. Coutinho does not want to go back to the Premier League and just play Premier League football. No way. Not at his level. Because to be honest, I'd still take Coutinho on a loan. I'd take Coutinho on a loan.
I understand why we didn't go for
Well,
him.
he's a good player.
I
He
think,
done well at Liverpool for a spell or two, didn't he? He did do well there. So
yeah.
Yeah.
But I think Villa need him more than us because Buendia hasn't really kicked on as they probably thought. Meanwhile, we have Smith
he's
Rowe.
still good, Buendia. I like Buendia, but
Yeah, he's a good
he
player.
done
He
all right
probably
the other
needs
day.
time.
I thought he was pretty good in the FA
people,
Cup.
people forget that it takes time to when you change to a new team, you need time. Just look
They've been in a
at
different league, isn't it?
yeah. Just look at
Yeah.
Grealish. He plays for best team in best attacking team in the league, and he's still struggling sometimes. So
This
I
is what I
need
said about Andre
time.
Silva. When Andre
Needs a
Silva
season
signed
to bed
for...
in, I think, really.
This is what I said about Andre Silva. People saying that Andre Silva's not lining up this season. He's just moved to Leipzig. Like that's not Frankfurt. That's that one in even in Europe. Like that's one of the top teams in Germany. Like so that's gonna take time. That's gonna take time to bed in. That's why sometimes they've had to play with just their midfielders and not striker. But that doesn't mean he's crap.
No.
Luca. Luca
again, yeah, here he goes.
but like that just means
Guilty
he's just
Luca again.
he's no. It just means that like he's having to adapt to the league. He's having to adapt to a new team. Right? For me, I still think he could. Like if you see the assist record he's got as well, it shows that it's not just about poaching for me, and which is more what Vlahovic is a bit more like. Vlahovic is a bit more like less assists, more goals. So it's more like poacher. Whereas Vlahovic, whereas Andre Silva, you get goals and assists. So it's more I can bring people into play. Now Arteta wants strikers that can score goals but have more about their game, but more like a complete forward. So
So you take Silva probably above.
That's why I've kept saying about Silva. That's why I've kept saying it. The only reason it doesn't look likely for Arsenal, and people saying there's no chance of it happening, it's not because they don't want him or he's shit. It's because like there's just no chance Arsenal are going to get him while he's at Leipzig.
Yeah, they just signed him this, and they just signed him this summer.
Yeah, they just signed him this summer. So why would he want to move?
Yeah.
Why would he want to move? I wouldn't want to move. Not to a club where you don't even know if you're going to get Champions League football.
But is it likely Arsenal are actually going to sign anyone? Is that actually going to even happen?
It looks like they're going to sign a striker.
He'll probably stick with what he's got and think it's good enough.
I think the issue is...
It ain't going to be good enough. You'll probably go out the League Cup and not finish fourth.
Yeah, I think the issue is now also with Arsenal is that... what did I do? The issue with Arsenal now is that because of the situation with Aubameyang and obviously Eddie Nketiah is not good enough. They are in a situation where they just gonna have to sign a striker.
Yeah.
Because we are basically one injury away from, like I said, to have to rely on just Eddie Nketiah because Balogun's gone on loan.
Yeah, and Balogun's gone to Rome as well.
Yeah.
And this is what I don't get. Like, Nketiah doesn't even want to sign the goddamn contract. Like, because he thinks he's better than that contract. How?
Eddie Nketiah thinks he's the best striker in the Premier League.
How? You didn't even get into this. You only just made the bench for Leeds when you were in the Championship.
Yeah, exactly.
So what makes you think you're better than that contract? You're lucky to get a contract at all.
Yeah.
Just me, I'll kick you to the curb.
I'm so thankful that he actually don't want to sign, because imagine have to see Eddie for another 4 or 5 years.
Oh, mate, like I don't get it, especially if you're gonna hinder Balogun.
Yeah.
Like that Balogun, I'm just hoping he's back by the end of for the next season. Like.
I don't understand why we kept Balogun if we weren't going to play him. Why didn't we send him on loan in the summer?
Yeah, you just wasted 6 months of his time. I don't get it.
Surely, Aubameyang and Lacazette were the two starting strikers. And Eddie Nketiah was ahead
Hang
of
on,
him
did
in
Balogun
Arteta's
play the
eyes.
first game of the season? By the way, I'm just
Yeah, he
asking.
did. He
Yeah,
did.
he
He
did.
did.
That
Because
there's
everybody
the
was
problem.
out. Because
Yeah, but
Eddie Nketiah
Martinelli
was
wasn't.
injured. Martinelli started the first game as well. On the
Yeah, but
left.
Martinelli should have been on the should have been in the middle then, shouldn't he? Was Aubameyang there? Was he?
No, Bame had COVID. Laka had COVID. Pepe had COVID.
Let me have a look.
Saka was away with he just came back. So
Yeah,
Balogun started
I
up
can't think
front.
that far behind. That's why.
Martinelli started on the left. Smith Rowe started in the middle. I don't even remember who started on the right because we hadn't signed
I
Odegaard
got
yet.
it here. So Chambers is on the right, on the right back.
Yeah.
Pepe was on the right.
Okay, yeah,
Martinelli
so
was on the left.
yeah, Smith Rowe middle,
Smith Rowe in the middle.
Balogun up top.
Who was on the bench? Saka was on the bench. So I would have taken Bukayo Saka.
But he just came from the Euros. That's why.
Yeah.
He wasn't ready to start.
Or I could have taken Reece Nelson as well. I could have taken Reece Nelson instead.
Was he on the bench?
Yeah, he was on the bench. You put him on the left and put Martinelli up front because you all want to play Martinelli as a striker. In the end, that's everyone wants him to do. They all want him to become a striker. Even Arteta said he wants to become a striker. So give him the striking experience.
But they say that, but he never plays as a striker for Arteta. He always.
But this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying.
When
If you
he
did
was
want Balogun there,
they said that they were benching him because they were training him to become a striker.
well, why is he not? Yeah, he's going to have to now because if Balogun goes and we end up with injuries, he's going to have to play as a striker.
Yeah.
He would have no choice.
Yeah.
But it's one of those. Do you know what's going to happen? Like the luck. What's going to happen is that you get backed into a corner with poor results, then he has to put Martin in the middle because of injuries. Right? It works, and then all of a sudden he gets himself out the fire.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, "Oh yeah, but it was him that put Martin in the middle, and now we're playing so much better." And I'm like, "No, it's because he had all those injuries. He just fell on it."
Yeah.
How many times we had all those injuries and he just sort of fell on it?
Yeah, I know.
Martinelli started on the left. Wonder why? Because Aubameyang had his incident. So just putting that out there. But so there you go, man. Big ups, Static. I hope you're well, man. Has Jake Slicer disappeared again? Probably, mate. Probably trying to convince me I should believe in Arteta, but I already told him I had no faith. He's gone. He's gone to double check the fixtures because he said we'll be back on track on Sunday, not realising we've got a game on Thursday. Like he's obviously Oh, no, I know what that is. It's Liverpool. It's a free hit. I'm just trying to work it out. That's all I'm doing. That's all you spend all your. That's what Arteta out fans try to do all the time. Is trying to work out what the Arteta in fans are thinking.
Yeah.
There are some actually reasonable ones, and there's some ones that are just like. Sorry, but yeah. Anyway, let me try and look at some of the general news going around in the Premier League. Try and look at. Let me try and get up Romano on Man United. Usually Man United got something going on. Surely. Because apart from the Arsenal links, there's not really been much.
Yeah, it seems like Arsenal and Villa are the one who's going to be really busy.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Manchester United currently not in the process to sign in Julian Alvarez in January. Magnic's staff monitored Alvarez at Lokomotiv, and Man United sent scouts There's nothing else for now. So that might be one we want to look out for to the summer then. And oh yeah, there is the Twanzebe deal apparently. Napoli will pay 600 grand guaranteed loan fee for XL Twanzebe deal. Man United will also receive 400k in case Napoli will qualify for the UCL, plus 200k if Twanzebe will play certain amount of games. Twanzebe will join Napoli on straight loan, no buy option included. Make of that what you will. Right, but I think like that would be a good move. I think for Twanzebe, get him out, get some game time under his belt, because I think he needs it desperately, desperately. But there you go. Just more links about Haaland, really. Not much else, really. Right, let's have a look. Man City. Man City, what's going on there? Man City. January 4th, Ferran Torres deal, just been told an interesting new deal. Manchester City have included the right to offer first refusal in the agreement with Barcelona. Man City still have a chance to match potential future bids for Ferran. Final decision or always up to the player. So they'd have to be the first to refuse. I get it. Okay. Man City are said not to. That Man City, Vlahovic were linking at one point, weren't they? About Vlahovic. Man City are said to not see Vlahovic as a priority, with the only competitor being Juventus, who is currently sitting 5th. Allegri has spoken to the media, stating that Morata will not be leaving Juventus in Jan, making it more likely for Vlahovic to be signed by Arsenal Football Club. Arsenal pushing to sign the Dusan Vlahovic deal this month. If 21-year-old leaves Fiorentina now, Arsenal currently ahead based on fee and salary. Decision of striker and agent will be key. Isaac Calvert-Lewin are also admired in Ketty in other positions and more. That's David Ornstein. Make of that what you will. But like I still don't get this thing about I don't get this thing about Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Throughout his time in the Premier League, he's not scored over 20 league goals. What does it make him so good? I don't get it. Yeah, he might score the odd goal or two from a header, but what? Andre Silva's managed to do that. I don't get it. I just don't get it. For someone that's already been proven in the league not to be able to score 20 goals in the league, right? Which is what you need if you want to go on and win titles. I don't see why we're interested in it. I really don't.
I don't think we are that interested in him. I think if we were, we wouldn't have gone.
I think the fans are. That's I think that it is.
Yeah, it's more the fans that want Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
But I don't get it. Why?
They fancy him, you know. They like the way he dressed. You know how Arsenal fans are.
Yeah, mate. It's all about fashion these days, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Free hit. Yeah, it's definitely a free hit stake.
They fancy a guy in a dress, so.
Yeah, man.
It is what it is.
Why have Arsenal still not signed a central defender on loan at least? Yeah, this is disgraceful. I know. You've sold the midfielder and not bought one to replace him. I mean, this is supposed to be a topic for this evening, but obviously it's something to cover this at the moment because it's just bizarre. Why get rid of a... It's just bizarre. I just don't see... Why are you doing it?
Do you know what I don't understand, Stephen, yeah?
Yeah.
In the summer, Arsenal knew that AFCON was coming. They knew that Elneny, Partey were going to go to AFCON.
Yeah.
They knew that Elneny wasn't going to play much.
That's why we had all those midfielders.
And they weren't going to play Ainsley a lot. And he wanted to leave. Why didn't they sell one of Ainsley and Elneny and buy another midfielder? What was the point of keeping both? Because Elneny has taken up a senior place without being a senior member of the squad. And now he's gone. And then he's going to go for free in 6 months' time. Galatasaray wanted him. Why not? Even if you don't get paid, let him go. Let his wages go. Ask for 1 or 2 million fee, and then go and buy another player.
Here's a question for you, and it's obviously about Newcastle's new signings. Do you think that will Newcastle stay up with their signings so far?
No, it's not. It's not enough.
It's still good. It's still got plenty of time to buy more. I mean, look, they've got another 19 days, 20 days, something like that.
I think they probably need a couple of central defenders, probably 1 or 2 central midfielders. They could have done
one in every position at least. Yeah, they could have done with Coutinho. Yeah, I thought they were interested in him at one point, weren't they?
Yeah, I think he would have done well there. But it's going to be a hard season for Newcastle.
It's definitely always is. It always is, man. It always is. And Adombele available for transfer. Daily Mail claimed that Adombele will be made available for transfer after failing to convince Tottenham of his suitability at the club. Oh, what a shame.
I feel like you don't mean that.
Yeah, my heart bleeds.
I know.
Oh.
I know, poor Adombele.
I'm an Arsenal fan. I'm always points I must. Do you know what? Actually, no, I do feel for him. He should be staying. He's a brilliant player for him. He's been doing brilliantly there. He's doing fuck all.
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't ask for anything more, could you? Like,
I hope it starts on Sunday.
I hope so. There's been a lot of talk about Salah and his future at Liverpool. Over his contract. Liverpool saying, Salah's saying he's reaffirmed his desire to stay at the club, right, long term.
Yeah.
And I think that is what's going to happen in the end. But because that would be a huge blow if they lost him and Mane, because I think one of them is going. So I think Liverpool are choosing between the two, to be honest. Yeah. But Salah's already made it clear with his contract coming up for extension, he wants to stay. So
yeah, I think it's just they have to reach an agreement on how much they're gonna pay him weekly, and because he's been so good this season, he's in the front seat to demand a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the thing is as well, if they were to sell Salah to buy his replacement, it's going to cost them even more. So why not just give him what he wants?
Hello? Is it working this time?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Welcome.
I know what's going on, man. I feel like throwing these Bluetooth things in the bin, man. I really do.
I don't know why you're using Bluetooth, because Bluetooth doesn't work with StreamYard at all.
Oh, right. Well, the other ones I was using, they gone wrong. They split and all that. The stuff in it, it's all gone.
Why one's
Steven,
the best?
come on, man. Buy him proper headphones.
Yeah, you got the money, Stephen. Come on, send me some
I'm
proper
rolling in
earphones,
it.
mate.
Yeah, of
Give me
course
some
I am.
AirPods. Send me some AirPods, man.
Yeah, of course.
Not the AirPod Albert.
Yeah, mate, hey, don't diss AirPod Albert. He actually got us playing.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Should have him back, I think.
Mate, yeah. I'm not even joking.
Man.
By the way, the injured Gilmore apparently has gone back to Chelsea from Norwich. Liverpool swooped to sign Kundi this month.
Liverpool or Chelsea?
No, Liverpool are poised to trigger the £75 million clause of Sevilla defender Jules Kundi this month, according to El Nacional.
Do they need a defender? They got Van Dijk, Matip, Konate, Joe Gomez.
Yeah, if it was last season, then definitely.
He's, I think that's a load of BS, you know. Thing about
that's from the that's from the El Nacional.
He just ain't going to come, is he? There's no way they're not going to pay the money at Arsenal, and he don't want to come. So what's the?
Who's that?
No one should believe that at all.
Do you know what it is? It's good PR.
Hang on, who's that?
Vlahovic is talking about.
Oh, yeah, because we're talking about Kundi.
Yeah. Because do you know what it is, Steve? If the deal doesn't go through, they can say, "Oh, but he was demanding too much money. We were willing to pay his clause, but he was demanding 300k. We couldn't pay that." And right now, all the fans are excited because they think we're gonna sign him. So it's perfect PR from the club.
Oh yeah, and plus, if we're looking like we're gonna pay for him and pay all these wages, do you know what it looks like? It makes it look like, oh, we're signing a massive player. It's a big money signing.
Yeah.
It's the answer to all our prayers.
Yeah.
And we'll buy a cheap, and what we'll do is we'll buy him, it's worth 150 mil, and they'll go, got no money to buy a midfielder or a defender. The positions we need. The most key position, and this is what I wanted to say last night, right? But it, came on for about 5 minutes. But the thing I wanted to say to him last night is, why are you all getting on about Vlahovic? That's not the problem. Right? What's the problem? The midfield. Why is the midfield? Because we sold our spare midfielder and exposed an 18-year-old. Right? Yeah. That's the problem. Right? So get off the Vlahovic thing and start protesting to get a bloody midfielder.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what a big club will do. Yeah. Right? If they're having a Barcelona, the fans will be rioting. Same with Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Because that's standards. Standards. Simple as that. Like, it comes back to it. And like I said, it's coming back to it again. It's just that cycle of, like, yeah, we might have pulled things off recently in the transfer market. Yeah. But it's like when we bought Ramsdale, we bought him for his personality most of all, rather than his talent.
Yeah.
So basically, you took a talent gamble. That's what you did.
Yeah, we did. I mean, lucky it worked out, but you know.
It worked out, but like
it's not always going to be the case, is it?
Yeah, and if that's the case, if that's the case, then how much did they scout Tomiyasu then? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially
all these other players they brought in. How much did they study them?
Especially because we wanted Emerson Royal first. Luckily, we got the right guy again, but you're not always going to be lucky, are you?
Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Spurs.
It's typical Tottenham.
It's typical Tottenham, isn't it? They buy the one we want, we buy the one they want, and we end up getting a better one.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of business, ain't you? Yeah, don't worry, mate. We'll come back on another day. We're going to wrap it up in a minute anyway. Yeah. I feel sorry for Coutinho to go through that last weekend. Yeah, and it was not necessary at all. It wasn't necessary. Right, and that's what's most annoying about it. Right, that's what's most annoying about it. And before I say any more, I will try and end it there because I was going to spoil the next show. So, all Arsenal fans, like, if you want to see more Arsenal news show, we have got the Arsenal gossip column 7 p.m. tonight, so make sure you're there. Tomorrow we've got preview to the Liverpool game. We've then got the watch along, right? No doubt I'm going to be moving mad like Arteta. I'm going to go absolutely bonkers about it, right? So yeah, we've got the watch along there, and then we've got a match reaction. There won't be any fan cams that evening. There won't be any fan cams that evening because I would have just got back from the hospital, so I would have been knackered all day. So, like, and by the way, the appointment I've been waiting for is now on the 26th. It's at the end of the month, so that's good.
So that's good news then.
Well, yeah, that's good news. I can see if I get to drive or not, so I'll get that out of the way. So, but yeah, so that's sorted, and then then it's preparation for the North London derby. So preview for that coming up. There's the Checker Flag show on a Friday as well. So yeah, loads of stuff going on, loads of content coming on. The F1 channel will be happening at some point. There is Big Yellow Friday, which is the first Friday of every month, which is a massive charity fundraiser for children's liver disease that they do every year. And I might have something special in plan. If it does work out, you ain't gonna believe it. So, but there you go. Yeah. Saeed, where can they find you, mate?
Find me here in my room, doing some work. I'm here on the show, not willingly, as you know. It's the Dictator Steven show. That's what we should call it, the Dictatorship Steven show. That's the name, isn't it?
Yeah, that's alright.
even the Children's Liver Disease Foundation doesn't want to follow him.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah, you can obviously always find me here on the show. Try and join as much as possible. You know the deal. Share, like, subscribe.
Epic. Make sure you do that right now.
Yeah.
So I hope. Yeah, he's alright. Don't worry about it. Yeah, make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe, guys. And we're back later on at 7 p.m. with the Arsenal Gossip Column. But until then, stay safe and